The 2018 World Darts Championship was the former finalist Kevin Painter's 17th consecutive and final year appearing at the PDC Worlds. He qualified through the final spot on the Pro Tour Order of Merit and was drawn against the then reigning Champions League of Darts champion Mensur Suljovic in the first round. Mensur won the first set 3-0 and the second set 3-1, meaning that he only dropped one of the first 7 legs. He looked set to hold run the first leg of the third set, but had multiple missed darts at a double. Painter also struggled on the outer ring, meaning that Suljovic returned looking at double 3. However, as he stepped up to the oche, a WASP was spotted on the stage, getting close to Painter at first, and then flying over to Mensur. The WASP eventually settled on Suljovic's shirt, and he showed this to the crowd and officials whilst laughing. He eventually flicked the WASP off of the shirt to the amusement of the crowd. He then hit double 3 with his first dart, showing that he was not too distracted. He went on to win the set 3-1 and the game 3-0, and he spoke about the WASP in his post-match interview.
The WASP, it was on your back of your neck, was
first
it?
First time come to me. Oh, no, it's not good. Flying, going to Kevin Painter, oh, that's... hate it. No, coming to me, okay. I keep here. Okay. Landing is here. It's nice. I speak mit Marker. What's it? Denk je, wat is dit? Everybody now kill. I see that. Fly.
Your sponsors must be very happy.
Yes, 100%. It's both.
Because it was on camera.
This me company. X-Start.
So they'll be happy that there's some...
100%. I think he's happy.
A WASP was seen at Ali Pali again in the following year when it targeted Gary Anderson, who at that point had reached at least the last 8 in the Worlds for the past 4 years. He faced Kevin Burness in his first game, and in the third leg, the commentators pointed out a WASP on his left shoulder whilst he was attempting a 65 checkout to hold throw. He missed tops to take this out, and the WASP remained in position even as he moved. He then hit tops, and referee Russ Frey and official Scott Gibling helped to remove it from his back. He ended up winning 3-1 and spoke about the WASP in his interview.
You almost stung twice as well, had an unwanted visitor at one point on the stage.
They said you got a WASP, and I went, no, walk about, done my thing. And I think it was Scott Gibling, you got a WASP on you. But anyway, he knocked it off, Kevin stamped on it, WASP was dead.
Stephen Bunting was flustered by a WASP at the 2021 World Championship, causing him to have to retreat from the oche. A 9-darter was hit by James Wade in this same game, which could have distracted Bunting along with the WASP, but Bunting went on to win 4-2 and said that he kept both his focus and composure throughout the game. He said that he wasn't stung, but had a similar incident at the Players' Championship finals in the same year. The Ali Pali WASP also made an appearance at the 2023 World Championship in a strange game between Richie Edhouse and David Cameron. In this first 3-set game, Cameron was 2 sets down and 2 legs down. However, he recovered to force the deciding set, hitting the winning double in the 4th set with a WASP on his back. The WASP was still on his back during the start of the 5th set, and Russ Frey helped to flick it off. Cameron went on to win 3-2 and spoke about the WASP in his interview.
As I say, I didn't even know it was on there until Phil stopped me, and then I was like, okay, is there something, did I do something wrong for a second? I didn't know, but anyway, they wiped it off, and then a WASP, I said, okay, well yeah, so it was pretty funny actually.
One of the funniest WASP incidents came at the 2016 Players' Championship finals, where Darren Webster faced MVG in a great semi-final. When the match was level at 7-all, a WASP appeared, and Webster instantly flung his hand with his darts in at it. MVG also helped the effort to remove it, as it was very near his head. During the break, Van Garen stepped on it, killing it to the delight of Webster. George Noble removed it from the oche. During his game at the World Championship following this, Webster had a WASP design on his collar, and he changed his profile picture to feature one. During the first game of his first world title defence, where he faced Nigel Hayden, Adrian Lewis was stung on his non-throwing hand by a wasp during a break when he was 2-0 down. However, he recovered to win 3-2 and spoke about this incident following the game.
I'm up at the break having a chuck. I had 2 darts in my hand. I threw the first dart, I had 2 darts in my hand, and I felt a sharp, black, obviously, prick in my hand. I thought, bloody hell, what's that? I looked down, I've got my 2 darts in my hand and a wasp in between. I thought, what the hell's that? It was stuck actually in my hand. And I mean, I just thought, this is not my day. I'm 2-0 down and now I've just been stung.
What would have happened if that had happened on your other
right hand?
Yeah.
I mean, I couldn't actually I mean, normally I roll the dart off my left hand to my right really quick as a throw. And obviously slow my momentum down. I was like, hey, this is not right, it doesn't feel right. So all my hands swollen up. I just thought, this is not your day, pal. Yeah.
The 2020 World Grand Prix didn't see a wasp, but it saw a bizarre moment involving a fly. In the 4th set of a game involving Mervyn King and Simon Whitlock, a fly appeared clinging to the single 5 segment of the board. Whitlock continued to throw and hit a ton, and when he got to the board, he squashed the fly with his finger, but left it on the board so that it was still there when Merv threw. King hit a 180 and Whitlock took out 72 before removing the fly, and King thanked him. Simon spoke about this strange moment in his interview.
Probably should have flicked it off after I squashed it, but I thought I'd leave it there, but it didn't upset him. I think he had a 140 or something after it, but yeah, I flicked it off after. But yeah, there's a few flies hanging about that match.
Joe Cullen faced Gary Anderson in an unbelievable game at the 2018 World Match Play, where the Flying Scotsman hit a 9-darter in the 3rd leg. This did not fluster Cullen, who played very well and had match darts at 15-14. Cullen hit treble 17 to get 2 darts at double from 87. He came inside of the double 18 and then aimed at double 9, which he missed on the outside. Following this miss, Cullen pointed at something in the air. Anderson went on to win that leg and the match, and following the end, Sky Sports broadcast videos showing a fly in Cullen's eye line when he was throwing at the double. He spoke about this in his interview.
In the treble 17, I was confident of hitting double 18 and obviously went inside, but a fly flew across right as I was throwing for double 9, but I'm not saying I would have hit it, it's irrelevant now, but it must have been a Scotsman, the fly, but I'm gutted.
Wayne Mardle also spoke about it.
I feel for him because if it put him off, then I really do think that and you can be put off so easily when you're concentrating, you're looking at it, and something that is not meant to be there is there in your eye line.